I'm being so humbled by looking for service jobs in the 2024 job market. I'm currently having trouble finding work in the major I studied in college, so I've been applying to a ton of service jobs. I feel like no matter what the job is, they all want you to have a bachelor's degree, 1 to 3 years experience, and the pay is like $20 to $22 an hour. I also just got rejected from Whole Foods too, which is rough. I have experience working at a grocery store and my availability was pretty open, so maybe I somehow just scream red flags. But anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts in case anyone else feels like they're getting humbled, and cheers to hoping to find a job so I can stay in San Francisco.
Bro, don't even get me started on the job market, bro. Like, it's just so crazy to me that I see a whole bunch of people apply for like hundreds of jobs. Yeah, all these jobs are saying they're hiring. If you go on Indeed, there's thousands of jobs and you can sit there and apply to all of them and you'll probably only get like 1 or 2 callbacks. They're ghost listings, like they're there, but people aren't really hiring. But why would you post it if you're not hiring?
Is anyone else sick and tired of the 2024 job market? Like, you go on LinkedIn or you go on Indeed and all you see is a list of thousands of jobs that are urgently hiring, only to submit your application and not hear anything back. So you go and you submit hundreds of applications to all of these companies that are urgently hiring, only to not hear shit back for weeks. And then finally, 4 months down the line, you get a response from one of the companies and they tell you they're not interested. What? Not to mention all of the jobs on there that say entry-level position, and then when you look at the requirements, you have to have a master's degree and 50 years of work experience to even be considered for the job. What the fuck? Seriously, why is it so hard to find an entry-level job that pays like 15 to 25 bucks an hour that doesn't require 5 years of work experience? Like, bro, if nobody will hire me, how will I ever get experience?
This guy makes a great point. Most of these jobs that are hiring for entry-level jobs, barely paying enough, by the way. Like, not even paying that much at all. And they want you to have a fucking master's degree, a bachelor's degree. Like, bro, you know how much money you would be in debt after trying to get a bachelor's degree, yet alone a master's degree? Thousands of dollars in debt just to make 15 an hour. Like, what the fuck? It's not even worth it at that point. I don't know what's wrong with these jobs. A lot of them aren't really hiring and they want you to have a ton of experience or some sort of degree. So you got to sit there and think about it like this. If you can't get experience to get experience, how will you ever get experience? Every entry level job I've ever applied to, I had needed like maybe a year to 2 years of experience. It's just not possible. And that was back in like maybe 2022. So 2024 is a different breed, man. I mean, some of my friends that I know applying for like thousands of jobs. Yeah, most of these people are not calling you back at all. Like, it's insane. It's hard to find a job right now. So if you got a job, bro, like, just you're one of the lucky ones, because a lot of people aren't hiring right now.
Like, why the fuck is the job market so motherfucking ghetto right now? Like, it's so ghetto. Like, if you got a job, you better hold on to that motherfucker tight. Like, hold on for dear life. Like, you need to stay with the job that you are in. If you don't like it, just deal with it, suck it up, because baby, the job market right now ain't it. It's not it. You could be going on so many interviews, ain't nobody calling you back. You could be in group interviews, ain't nobody dealing with you.
And with that being said, if you go ahead and get your certification in something, whether it be like HVAC, plumbing, you probably have a better chance doing something like that and getting a job in that specific field, because the demand of that like type of field is so high right now. Like, no one wants to really be a plumber or work in HVAC. So trade is definitely the way to go. These normal jobs like working at Publix or Walmart, Chick-fil-A, they want you to sit down through like 3 interviews, bro. Like, G shit, they want you to sit down through like 3 interviews. For what? So I could fucking flip burgers all day, my nigga? You want me to do 3 interviews so I could flip some fucking burgers? That's what you're telling me. I need to have an interview with the fucking assistant manager, the manager, and then the fucking store owner just to get approved to work here for like $10 an hour. Like, what the fuck? Let's say you do get a call back. You sit down through all the interviews, right? The 3, 4, 5, 6 interviews they want you to do. And then on top of that, they're not even paying you that much whatsoever. Are you even going to get your full time hours? Because most of these places like to cut you off right before 40 just to save costs and stuff. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what's wrong with this job market, but it's insane.
All right, so I know I'm not the only one experiencing this, but is anybody else, when you're applying for these jobs on these job boards, I know nobody's getting responses and nobody knows what the fuck's going on. But I just applied to a job. I got a first interview and they send me an email, an automated email at that. They can't even write a personal email because that's how far in fucking far from society our brains are from human interaction. This is what they wanted me to do. This is what they said. We really like your resume. We want to move forward in the interview process, and we would like for you to make a fucking video submission with you talking about yourself and all of that stuff. Listen here, Janine. Okay? I didn't apply to this job to make a video for you. Could I make a video for you? Yeah, I could spend this time instead of making this video, making a video for you. But guess what? I don't work there yet, Janine. Okay? Okay, I'm not making a fucking video for you. I'll hop on an interview with you, but I don't need to submit a video of me recording myself to you like some sort of asshole. Okay? What has happened? We were once a proper society. We are so unserious now as a species. Like, I'm not even going to move forward with them because I'm not making a 15-minute video talking about myself. And then you're going to be like, man, that guy's narcissistic. I did what you asked me to do, Janine. Okay? Why don't you just schedule a 15 to 30-minute interview, first round interview, like a normal fucking person? Okay? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I don't need to do go into Vimeo and edit a video for an hour and a half, 2 hours for a first round interview. Get the fuck out of here. God dang, Janine.
Everything's just gone to shit. Everything's more automated now. I don't know what's going on. It's just like, and what's also funny about the job market, you go to these places in person, right? I don't know if you guys remember printing out your resume and actually walking into a place and being like, hey, my name is so-so. I was wondering if you guys were hiring, da-da-da, this and the third. And then, you know, you might sit down with the manager right then and there, or they'll tell you to call back or come a different day, or you give them your resume. Be like, here you go. Here's my resume. My number's on there if you have any questions, whatever. I remember those were the good old days, right? When you used to do that. That used to be normal. Bro, I swear to God, I kid you not, when I tried working at Target like a few years ago, I saw the job listing online, right? I applied online. I called them. They told me, did I apply online? Yeah, I applied online. The fuck? And they'll be like, oh, okay, well, you're going to hear a call back. Da-da-da, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. And weeks went by and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, they haven't called me back yet. And then I would go in person too, because I'm like, it's been a few weeks, so let me go in person to see if they're still hiring. Because I see the job listing is still online, so you guys must still be hiring. So I go in person, right? I go talk to them. I'm like, hey, I wonder if you guys are still hiring. And be like, oh, well, did you apply online? Why is everything so automated? Like, why do I need to apply online? I'm already here. I'm in person. Okay, but that's besides the point. So I'm like, yeah, I applied online. Be like, oh, well, you're going to hear a call back. And I'm like, it's been weeks since I heard anything back from anyone. So I just wanted to make sure, like, if you guys are still hiring. Be like, oh, yeah, we are still hiring. We're probably just looking at other clients and da-da-da, whatever the case may be, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So, I mean, is the manager here by any chance? The manager's never there. They're never there. Every single time, every place I went to, I swear to God, when I go in person to ask for the manager, they're never there. They're on break. I must be catching them at the worst time. Every single time I'm trying to look for a manager about getting hired, they're never there. So I'm like, yeah, is there a manager here? And she's like, the manager stepped out. Of course he stepped out. So I'm like, okay, well, would you mind telling them, leave a message for them or tell them to call me back? She said, yeah, whatever, which I know that shit wasn't going to go anywhere. So, and then I think the next day, right, I look at the job listing, it's not there anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go check my email. They rejected me from the job saying that they're going to be moving on with other candidates. Like, what? I don't know what the case is with these fucking ghost listings they got going on, but there's too many listings out there for us not to be getting a call back from anybody.
These jobs is not hiring. Man, I don't know if this is true, but I heard from a little birdie, man, that there's a company out of Salesforce that puts fake jobs on Indeed and LinkedIn, and they get paid off of the traction. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it makes sense because I've been applying at jobs for I don't know how long, and I'm gonna save myself the embarrassment and not tell y'all. And it's hard to get a job, man. You apply for so many jobs and nobody calls you back. And the people that do call you back or hit you back, they say, sorry, we're not taking any applicants right now. Why the fuck is y'all's app on the website then? It just don't make no sense, man. It's like they getting paid off of our traction and our clicks and us interacting with the jobs, but there's really no jobs for us. And then I go to a temp agency. I went to several, actually, more than 5. So I used to work at forklift operations. That's what I was doing before I got laid off. When I tried to go back into it, for some reason, nobody would hire me because I'm not bilingual, because I don't speak Spanish. Never in my life have I had a job or try to go into a job where they're like, oh, we can't hire you because you don't speak Spanish. I mean, like, damn, I understand it a little, but shit, I'm not fluent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I've been looking on TikTok. I've been Googling shit. I've been seeing people talk about digital products. I've been seeing people talk about selling stuff. I'm going to try to do something because what's working for me in the past is clearly not working anymore. So I got to try something new. But is anybody else dealing with this job crazy shit?
These jobs say they're hiring, but they're not. So what's actually going on? I don't want to get too conspiracy theory here, but I believe there's some sort of conspiracy that I hear going around, or rumors I hear going around, talking about how these job listings that they're uploading are actually making them revenue. You know, like when you see an ad online, that's basically what's going on. Somehow they're making some sort of revenue from listing these jobs, or they're partnered up with a third party. And since I heard some company called Salesforce or something like that, where they generate all of these listings and they're making a profit off, you know, people's clicks, just even clicking on applications, submitting applications, like all that traffic that's being generated, they're making revenue off that. And I wouldn't push it too far past that type of idea because most of these companies are scummy. Everyone's trying to find a way to make some extra money, you feel me? So corporate greed, man. Do some sort of trade, man. Some trade, some sort of program, something that'll help you secure a job. Like, they're never going to be running out of nurses. If anything, we're in a fucking nurse shortage. They need people. So, like plumbers, too. They need plumbers. They need HVAC people. They need firefighters. They need, you know what I'm talking about. They need service people. They need people in the healthcare. I'm not sure about tech. I think that's becoming saturated. So just try to look for better job opportunities as of right now. I mean, these little 9-to-5s working at Chick-fil-A, Publix, all that, you know, good shit. It's just not worth it because the job market is just so shit. And I mean, like, sometimes worse comes to worse, you actually need one of those jobs. Let's say you're going to college like me full time. You might need to work like a dead end job part time or something just to get by. But yeah, man, these places aren't hiring and some sketchy shit's going on. And no one's really talking about it too much, so that's why I want to talk about this shit today. I know you guys haven't seen me in a minute. I know I haven't posted in like, almost 2 fucking weeks. As you can see, I've been busy. Just got home. I'm in the nursing program at Broward, so bro, I had no time to do anything. I still don't have any time. I should even be making this video. I should be studying right now. But that's besides the point. We're almost at 1K. We're at 900 subs by the time I'm making this video. So I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Thank y'all for subscribing, liking my videos. I'm always going to keep posting content like this. Hopefully I could post more often. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts below. What you guys think about the job market. Is it shit? Is it good? I don't even know anymore, but appreciate y'all. That's pretty much all I want to talk about. So peace.